Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And hello everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Wednesday night stream, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. I am your host with the most, Ranger J 1999, welcoming you on this hump day celebration of some Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes news and nonsense. That's what we do here, folks. We talk about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We get angry about it. We get happy about it. We get all kinds of emotions. And we tell you a little bit of everything that we think about it. And that's what we're here to do. I, of course, am your man with the plane, Ranger J 1999. And joining me, we have, initially, there might be a visit from Sir Loki the Locomotive here in a little bit. You never know who's going to show up. But we've got my co-host from the GAC Center, who finished third in our last, or second, no, third. In our last bracket, but he did better than me by leaps and bounds. The man, the myth, the legend, the American Brit, Nev.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor. You ready to talk
Hello,
some
Governor.
Stuff? Ready to talk some Star Wars Galaxy Heroes there, Mike?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
oh,
we have quite a lot to discuss, my sweet baby Jesus. There's a lot going on. We got Conquest. We got Lord Vader. We got GAC. We got all kinds of stuff we're going to hit tonight. And so we are going to talk about it in depth. We're going to interact with you guys because that's what we do here at RSG. If you're new to the stream, welcome. Welcome aboard. This is a fun place where we talk about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And so the way it works is it's an interactive stream. I'm going to see you guys all popping in. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Also, if you have questions, I am scooping up questions. If you want your question to be picked up, scooped, and answered, you have to follow the following. Are you working out over there, Nev? What is that noise?
No. Sorry, I was just grabbing my tablet so I can see the chat.
But it sounded like you were like lifting weights or something.
Not
God
quite.
damn.
Not quite.
Damn, man. I was like, Nev trying to do something over there, man. I'm trying to get a little buff. He's trying to look all big and buff for you.
No.
Come on. Quit being a pussy.
Come on.
Grab the bar.
Get to the chopper.
Kill me. I'm right here. Kill me. I digress. But hit the thumbs up, subscribe. If you have a question, it's real simple. We're going to get your questions. We'll have a Q&A section. Put your question into the chat. You can see that we've got some examples already in the chat from June Kessel. Perfect example. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement because I use Nightbot. I need a filtering word. The filtering word, if we make it simple, is question. Will you stop doing that? You keep hearing like we're making a porn or something. Jesus Christ, Nev.
I didn't realize the microphone was so sensitive.
Sensitive is that mic? My goodness gracious.
It's not usually. It might just be that. It might
I
be
was
the
like,
laptop because I'm on the laptop.
Nev trying to do something. Like, you got a lady over there you want to share with us? I mean, we're down. If you're,
No, there are no ladies in my life.
Not yet.
Star Wars is my lady.
The mistress that rules all.
Oh yes,
in
she
everything.
rules all. She rules all.
Yes, I'll drink some bourbon to that. All right, so it's pretty simple. Interact, say hi to everybody in the chat. get those poop-filled baby rangers like Sassafras Rhodes got going on there. But this is a new show. We're going to cover everything. We're going to give you our opinions, good, bad, the ugly, everything. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have some fun, and that's what it's all about. So let me pull up Zoom just in case Loki decides to show up. But got a lot to cover. A lot to cover this week. We've had a lot of stuff transpire in the last week since we last did our stream, where I lost my mind and ranted a little bit about Conquest. So we're going to get into that here, because there's some good stuff I really like about Conquest. There's some stuff that I've completed it. I got the red box. The rewards were decent. Don't mind the rewards, but just the time involved, man. I got to talk about this. I got to get this off my chest, but I already mainly did that last week on the rant. So not too much to cover, but get your questions in. You know the format. If you want us to see your questions, follow the format. I will not see your question if you don't. I might get lucky, but so that being said, now there's only really one piece of news that we need to cover. Oh, before we do that, if you guys want to have fun with us, you can interact with us on the stream. We do have stream alerts set up, so if you're over on Twitch, which people do all the time, you can find all the bits. You can play bits while we're playing, and you can pop those in and play some funny sound bites. If you have, if you want to really get our attention, super chat supports the channel on YouTube. If you want us to continue doing stuff on YouTube, super chats are always a great way to support the channel. And then if you really want to support the channel, hey, maybe think about becoming a Patreon sponsor. $5 a month can really help support a child like Ranger J 1999 meet his goals with hookers and blow. So there we go. So get those in, get those questions in, get everything in, just go all the way in. But we're going to talk about our three main subjects of confrontation tonight: Lord Vader, Conquest, GAC. Prepare yourselves. And we're going to cover all the news. There was only really one post from our good friend CG Salacious B. Crumb, who I was hanging out with yesterday on his stream as we're raising money for the Children's Miracle Network. You should check that out and really support him. Our goal is 8,000. We've blown by a couple of his goals. Now, I don't think he realized how powerful this community is and how powerful RSG is when it comes to raising money. I think he's shocked at how much money we've raised already for that great charity. So
I think he was. I mean,
hey, there we go.
He would have been shocked, but I mean, now he understands.
Yeah, he realizes the power. Of
now
this
he
community.
realizes and understands the power. Maybe he didn't before, but now he does.
Yeah, science. You can't argue with science.
Looks like we also have.
Yeah. I would say there's Thane Kyrell, the GAC was.
Yeah. So see, this is a double-edged sword right here, because we're raising money for charity, but he's starting to realize that there's more money to be milked out of the whale, so it keeps getting more expensive.
Yeah, she's not lying. My God.
He's like, oh, these have money, guys. Guess what?
I mean, we can talk about
we'll get into
the money as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been following some other things as well that have relevance on the game too.
Sure. Well, we'll talk about all of it. So get your questions in, get your comments in, get your bitches, gripes, complaints in. It doesn't matter. We're here to talk about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and we've got to open up with the news. That's right. It's time to talk about this post from the wonderful CG Salacious B. Crumb, mini Crumb. He's 1/8 the size, but just as potent. He says, "Hi, Holotable Heroes." Hi, Crumb. He says, "Today's update addresses several issues with Conquest 7 as we prepare for Conquest 8. These changes will be in effect for the next Conquest. Speaking of which, Conquest 8 begins next week on Monday, September the 20th. God damn. I mean, 5 days. I mean, I need a cigarette.
Yeah.
But we kind of expected.
I've got a Nicorette for you instead. There you go. It's much healthier.
No, I want a cigarette. No. I want the real deal.
You want the real deal?
I want the real deal. I got to say, this doesn't surprise me. I already told people to expect this. I didn't think it would be 5 days. I thought it'd be about a week, but it makes sense because of how condensed it is. Because they had to wait a month to launch it, and now we're going to get back to back Conquest, right? Because once we get through this one, we'll be into October. We're going to get the next Conquest. We would have been scheduled for October anyway. So we're going to have our malls a lot sooner for those that are getting it than later. So there's that. I'm just looking at my count. I have so much stuff to do. It's ridiculous. I mean, it is ridiculous. I've got to finish Lord Vader. I got to get ready for Maul. I'm about to unlock Cam. Goddamn. I'm going to be a busy boy here in the next 4 to 6 weeks with gearing and stuff like that. So my life is over as we speak. So just throwing that out there. Yeah, the old wacky tobacco. I wish I had some wacky tobacco, but I don't live in California like Thane, who can't send me edibles because that would be against the law. I live in the Bible Belt. I can't get edibles here. So and then again, what the U.S. government doesn't know won't hurt them.
No, it won't.
No. So anyway, I digress. Let's talk about this post because really it's about fixes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fixes that we have mainly for Conquest. First one is Conquest thermal detonators from thermal exhaust are now properly unresistible, and the description has been updated to state that they are unresistible. There's that. Conquest Sector 1 boss fight now properly counts the number of stuns needed for completion. Cool. Event defeating enemy summon units now counts towards the grand victory feat in Conquest. Cool. Event enemies defeated by post-transmission Sith, Eternal Emperor, and Jedi Master Luke now properly count towards the grand victory feat in Conquest. Cool. Event updated description of the Conquest opportunistic support data disk to match functionality. Okay. Death mark from Darth Revan's leader ability, Lord of the Sith, now counts toward the Sector 5 feat mark for death. Thank baby Jesus. That one was such a goddamn nightmare to have to do with Death Trooper. Can I just, oh my God. Not being able to use that with Darth Revan was such a pain in the ass. Event stun from Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's stasis strike now counts toward the Sector 3 feat stunning tactics. That's good to hear. Fixed an issue that caused Geonosian Spy to gain turn meter from the data disk critical debuffs. That sucks. I really like that one. Event the consumable initial frenzy tech now correctly counts toward the Sector 3 feat relentless frenzy. That's good to know because that frenzy feat was another pain in the ass to get. Event the description of the Conquest feat wreak havoc now matches its functionality. Now reads attempt to inflict 200 debuffs instead of inflict at least 250 debuffs. So some major changes to Conquest. So let's talk about it. It's Conquest. Oh boy. Conquest. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Having gone through it, having got the red crate. Thane, I know you got the red crate as well. There's some good stuff. I like some of the feats. I think they're reasonable. I like the data discs, the addition to some of the data discs that they added. I think they're really cool. The bad is like Sector 2 bosses that you have to use 3 separate battles to beat to get like just 5 tickets at max. That's bad. The ugly, energy. Can we fix goddamn energy? And the really ugly, these 14 teams, take them away. I understand Conquest being more creative, having to think about stuff, but these 14 team battle victories, good God, just get rid of them. They're monotonous, they're boring, nobody likes it. Get rid of them. I think that those are my takeaways from Conquest. There's more, but those are my big takeaways. Nev, Conquest, how far did you get? You're nowhere near the GP that me and Thane are. I really want to get your perspective as a lower GP player. Where are you with Conquest? How are you feeling about it? Where do you think are the good, the bad, and the ugly for Conquest?
Well, I went from box 6 to 4. So I didn't even touch 5. I just crept into 4. I'm like you. Data discs, loved it. I thought the data discs were great. Having to do 3 battles at bosses for, bugger all tickets.
Poopy.
Didn't bother. I just thought, do I really want to do I have the patience to waste 20 energy and then wait God knows how long for that 20 energy to regen for 2 tickets? And I thought to myself, you know what? No, I don't. I don't have the patience to waste 20. No. So I did not bother because it was only for 2. And, if I'd needed the 2, maybe I would have gone back and done it. But I didn't need it because I didn't think I was going to get that far. No. The faction ones just, oh my God. I didn't come. The closest one I came to was the Empire one. Yeah. I got I think I got 10 out of the 14. But at that point, I knew I wasn't going to get it. I was just testing the limitations of my Imperial troopers with the data card sets that I had. It was once I hit 4, it was testing. I was just testing. I was testing my data cards with various different factions to see what I could do with Gear 11 factions, because a lot of my factions are Gear 11s. You know, my Imperial troopers, my Night Sisters. And I just well, my Geonosians are 12.
Oh,
so
okay, there you go.
They're in and about there.
Yeah,
so
but in Sector 5, you might as well not be playing.
Yeah, and I was able to before I had like a bunch of data cards. Those squads were useless after one battle, so they'd hit 90% stamina, useless. Completely and utterly useless. But I wasn't able to do sufficient enough testing to know a very specific data card set could be used so that they were effective even against relic 6 and 7s at Gear 11 with a specific data card set to 70% stamina. So getting 3 matches out of them. You know, so moving forward, I know that I can use those teams, even though they're, you know, weak as, you know, hell. Either they either need to get rid of the feats or the compromise I suggested when we last spoke, move them to the global feats, so we get to decide what sector we're in.
Yeah, I'm with you on
when we
that.
try them.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, and I think the other thing that I think they need to fix is the RNG with the data disk. You know, we were on Monday with Heinze, me and Loki, and we were talking about like how many purples he got. He got 3 purples. I only saw 1 purple, and that was at the very end. I don't think Loki saw any purples, and it was like, damn, that's kind of jacked up. I mean, you want to make these purples to be all end all. My solution is make Sector 4 and 5 at least give you purples, maybe Sector 3, so you give players an option to have something to work with. You don't have to be specific which purple they get, but at least give us a purple from Sector 3 on. So that way that, you know, you can kind of work with some stuff, because I think Loki's idea about Conquest is correct, and I'm going to do this next Conquest. You just blitz through through Sector 5. You know, you spend 350 crystals if you can afford. If not, just do the best you can and get through it, and then go back in once you have all the data disks, things of that nature, and then go do the feats, because I think that's the most reliable thing. I tried to do the thing where I tried to do feats while I was going through it. That was not a good play by me.
I was only able to do that for Sector 1. I was by the end of Sector 1, I'd completed every single feat except the 14 bounty hunter match.
Yeah.
So just going through Sector 1, I was able to do all of the feats, and by the time I got to the boss, and it was, you know, time to throw the separatist squad in, because you were able to get all of the feats in one go. So I went into Sector 2 having completed everything except for the bounty hunters. So I was hopeful because I had exactly what I needed to do that. It was Sector 2, 3, 4. It was 2, 3, 4, and 5 where I couldn't. So I was just trying to get to the end and trying to get to the data set. I'll try for box 5 because I know exactly what data set I need, and it doesn't involve purples. They were all blues and greens. But the energy required to change data disks, that killed me as well. That is something that really, really annoyed the crap out of me, because it's 20 energy per battle.
It should be free. It should just be free.
It should be free. It should just be free. It should just be free. Simple as that. Yeah. Yeah,
absolutely. Thane, now you and me are high GP. We've got the teams. We got the red box. Good, bad, and ugly, man. Conquest. We've been through it. We got our rewards today. How you feeling? You know, it's a huge time sink, and this is the biggest problem I have with this: is the sheer amount of time you have to spend doing this goddamn event. That's what bothered me the most. It wasn't the feats per se. Some annoyed me more than others, but it was just the sheer volume of time that was required to beat this damn thing. It was a lot, man. You know, so I mean, I'm interested. You're a higher GP than me, and I'm pretty high. What, you know, your perspective on, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly for Conquest?
Still the same. like I do not like the time sync. Like, a lot of people are, in lower GPs are always talking about like, oh, there's a time sync in the game. For me, there was no time sync. Like I, am very fortunate where I don't drop much in both arenas. So I only have to like 1 or 2 battles. I'm very fortunate to where, most of TVs are like auto set. So it's like I literally could sit out all of TVs except for like the final phase and my guild wouldn't even feel it. The only thing I occasionally have to do is a Sith raid because I like the rewards, and then the C-Pit raid. That's it, right? That's the extent of like my investment in the game. And then Conquest comes around, and it, increased the amount of time I'm in the game by like tenfold, and not even like in a good way, right? It's like I'm just sitting there just grinding away, and like I've said it before, like like this is the closest that I've ever been to quitting the game besides the CG carrier. Like outside of the CG carrier, this is the first time where I was just like, I don't want to do this. Like I literally told my guild leader, I was like, dude, like I know you guys were say that you guys are requiring Maul, but like I'm just telling you this right now. Like after this first one, like I don't want to do it. Like the second time around comes around and I don't want to do it, and then the third time around comes around and I really don't want to do it. Like I'm just not gonna do it. Like thank you for having me, but I'm not doing it. I'll just wait until I can buy them.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I think the second time and third time will be easier because now that we've kind of seen what's expected, barring any major changes.
See, the thing is that it's like for me, like when Loki said like, "Oh, you just blast through it," like I was already doing that anyways. Like that was my approach to Conquest anyways. So for me, like all the cars and stuff, like I got like all the good data cards. For me, it's just the time consuming aspect of it. So for me, Conquest, like the experience of Conquest, is not going to change that much, right? And then my attitude towards it, is gonna just progressively get more and more bitter because it's forcing me to spend more time than I want in the game.
Yeah. In
a time where I am much busier in my life than I've ever been before.
He's getting educated, folks. He's getting his degree. You better get that goddamn degree. Thing knows I'll be up his ass big time if he doesn't. So
you've seen how late I've stayed up to study.
I know. You have no excuses. If all Ranger J 1999 get a bachelor's on, so can you. So there's no excuses.
So
you don't want to have that.
That's kind of like that's where I'm at right now. Where it's like no, like hashtag well problems, but it's like no. I literally paid money in this game so that I could have the freedom to spend as little time as I possibly do in this game, and just play the game modes that I want. And now this game mode comes around and adds all this time sync, and it's like no.
Well, yeah, especially if you have Vader, which we're going to discuss next. I mean, you got to have Maul.
I hate that so much. It's like with a passion.
We did that. We did the kit reveal. We were hinting, and we had the devs talk about how Maul is important to Vader. And let's talk about Vader. I mean, people are saying he's underpowered. He sucks. That kind of stuff. Just shut up. He's not. He's actually, once you get his ultimate done, he's really good. Especially with an Empire team, he does good work. Trust me. The only problem you'll run into is facing the Kenobi team. That's because you have to deal with Cat. And it's still beatable on that team because once Vader gets ramped up, he is a monster. And he doesn't take long to ramp up, folks. I'm telling you, Vader's going to be fine. But Maul is that counter to that Cat variant that they put in there. So you have to have Maul to make the Vader team really... And it's just JMK. It's Jedi Master Kenobi. That's the one you have to worry about. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff about Lord Vader. He's not as good, blah, blah, blah. I've heard the same thing about every GL until they get the ultimate and then they see how good it really is. I'm telling you guys, Lord Vader is really damn good. Now, Thane, you have Lord Vader. You don't have the ultimate. I know you're working toward it, but I mean, do you have those same kind of thoughts? Or, I mean, you don't have the ultimate, so that's a huge part of his kit. And you're missing Maul. So, I mean, your thoughts on Lord Vader?
I haven't played much with him. I will say this, though. Not on my account, but on Chewbacca's account, I was doing Conquest, and I was getting towards that last few days, and I still had to knock out that Empire feat.
Pretty nice.
And a Gear 8 Lord Vader with Empire just got me through the rest of that feat. I was able to get down to 20% stamina. I was like, all right, Vader, that'll do, pig. That'll do.
Yeah, Nev. I mean, you've seen Vader's kit. You've seen the reveal with Operation Metaverse. You've seen the gameplay. You've heard us
Hmm.
talk about him. You talk and Maul and things of that nature. I mean, from what you're hearing in the community, because you got your ears to the ground like we do. I mean, Lord Vader, what do you think? Your thoughts?
He's a good solid character. I mean, I've been hearing him. So I've been hearing tales of him soloing the lower GLs, the earlier GLs.
Oh, easily.
So from a GAC point of view, I mean, that's really, really useful. Because I mean, it's useful with other GLs that require expensive counterparts to go with them in 5v5. I suppose it's not really a massive issue with GAC because you're kind of putting, you wouldn't really put the Royal Guard anywhere else. So taking that, but Vader, I just think having the ability to have something so powerful and so strong to use for undersized. I don't think people are going to be using him I mean, yes, he is OP, but I don't think people will be using him against JMK in GAC. Depending on who they get put up against. I still see the JML, Gas JKL. Hoda counter for JMK. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, thing.
But Nev, people don't put GLs on defense in GAC anymore.
No. Yeah, no. People.
He's not lying.
It may not. That may not be the case against someone who is actually playing against you, but it is most certainly useful against people that aren't playing. The auto deploys, for example, the 4s, the 5s, the 6 GL auto deploys. So to be able to think about it from an auto deploy perspective. If your Lord Vader can solo some crappy Ray with 4 randos or slack up with 4 randos, and all you need to do is use your 1 Lord Vader, you could then still get the full clear, use your team for other means and stuff like that, because there are lots of auto deploys in the first week of every season of GAC.
Or you can be like my person who doesn't put GLs down on defense and just goes efficiency, because I think that's what this is turning into, and we'll transition to GAC because I just got a bad feeling about this, guys. This is going to be the efficiency wars. It's going to turn into the efficiency wars. I'm already seeing it in 5v5, where they put nothing but A and B teams down, and like I will try to be as efficient as I can with my GLs, because you just can't risk it when you get to higher divisions. Of if I put 1 GL down and I guess wrong and I'm out GL'd, I can't beat GLs without GLs. So it's like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. We are not afraid to put GLs. We did do GL defense because why not? So, try to force them to use GLs up front because they don't have the other teams. It depends on how your person plays, but I mean, I saw a lot of it in 3v3. We both did, Nev, in the reports in 3v3 especially after the changes came in. Tons of people were just facing opponents that did nothing but efficiency. I'm too scared. I'm just going to put nothing but like A and B teams down, and I'm just going to try to out efficiency you is basically what they did. Long term.
Yeah, no, just to add to that, in the 3v3 after the changes, every single opponent that I went up against did not put their GLs down on defense. None of them, not post. No. So I was don't get me wrong, I was facing, because I've got GL, I was facing people with a GL. Not once did they put the GL down on defense, despite their history saying that they did before.
Yeah.
Which is, so I was always saving my, so I was either up against people with Slacker or I was going to be up against people with Ray, and their history said that they put it down on defense. They were doing Slacker and Pray or Ray and Pray.
Yeah.
So I was keeping my JML thinking, go ahead, do Slacker and Pray, do Ray and Pray. I'll smash it out of the water. And then I'd come up against them, and that would be the one team missing from the lineup. And after a week of not facing them, I just thought to myself, well, I'm just going to plan as if they aren't putting that down on defense now. And not once did my opponent put their GL on defense. Not once.
Yeah.
Post the change, whereas their stats for the previous 5v5, they were doing Ray and Pray and Slacker and Pray every single time. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Thane, you're Division 1, you're high GP. I mean, like, what are you seeing so far in 5s? I mean, I know you saw in 3s, but in 5s, man.
My opponent just found, like, you talk about, like, putting, this is the equivalent of me getting a cheese board. The guy not only did not put any GLs, he didn't put any A squads. He did not put Darth Renan. He didn't put down Gas. He didn't put down any of that stuff. He put down, like, First Order. He put down, like, Bad Batch. Bad Batch is probably the quote-unquote toughest team. Ray with the purses was quote-unquote the toughest team. He didn't put down Grievous. He put down Ewoks. He put down Sisters. He put down, like, cheesiest board for my level. So that's what I'm seeing now. I'm seeing, like, quote-unquote high-level cheese boards. That's my first round.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, 9 million plus, right? GP. So, here's the ironic part, right? When they made the changes to the counters to the GLs, what did CG say that they did it for? They said they wanted these GLs to feel like raid bosses. They wanted to improve them on defense, and they wanted them to feel, a dominant force. But we've had the completely opposite effect happen in game, where people are not putting them on defense, so they're not holding on defense as well. They're still getting beat because people are saving their GLs, and now we're, before, when these changes happened, I think we were all afraid of, like, oh, we're gonna get stuck behind the GLs. We're gonna get stuck behind the GLs, but everybody's keeping their GLs. So now it's just an efficiency battle. I honestly, personally, didn't think there was anything wrong with the way things were working before, and I think that they need to start, take a hard look at the, aftermath of the choices they've made, and maybe reconsider some things.
No, I agree. 1,000%. All right. So that's kind of where
Ships.
yeah.
Ships.
Oh,
it's all going to come down to ships.
Yeah, my opponent does not have Executor. I do, so God bless him.
He did not ship. He should have shipped harder, as Paul would say.
Yeah, they have 5 GLs and I have 4, but I have the Executor, so it's going to be an interesting GAC battle. But he put nothing on defense. Front line, I was showing Thane earlier. I'm like, man, we're going to have some fun tomorrow. We'll keep our GLs. We'll use our hard plus A teams to clear the south zone, 3 teams, and then we'll look in the back and see what he has. If he doesn't have any GLs there, then we're going to go, me and Thane are going to go ham. And he's in big trouble because we put a lot of stuff on defense. So we'll see. 5s works a little bit different than 3s. So what I'm going to do, and I haven't done this in a long time, first of all, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to play a commercial. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I need to go check on something real quick, so I need a minute break. I'm going to play a commercial for you guys. And while that commercial is playing, get your questions in. Remember the format. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement, as you see the examples in chat. And we will skip those questions out. We'll get to the Q&A after a commercial. So stand by, and we will be back in a minute or two. I'm going to pick one here, and then we will rock and roll from there.
Rage in Galaxy of Heroes is a real thing. Doctors and scientists are looking into how this happens. Watch as we introduce Galaxy of Heroes into a children's show.
Hello, this is the Kermit the Frog, and I'm here today to offer you the first in a series of feedbacks about Darkside Territory battles. Before the Territory battle, people were happy, and right over here, this is a picture of a happy face. And you can tell that because the face is smiling, and we felt, well, that way because of the Territory War beta, and being able to test the war before release. And then all of a sudden things got really because someone in management decided to be greedy. So management came and released Darkside Territory Battle. Now, that is not the kind of thing that makes you feel happy. That is the kind of thing that makes you feel mad. I think I better talk about being mad. Now, I get mad when companies release things they should. Like when management releases incompetent code for money. You can tell I'm mad by the type of things I say to management.
You big
Frog,
And furthermore, I'm gonna your mother.
So don't fight SWGOH Rage alone. Call your neighborhood support group and get help today.
And we're back. Sorry about that. Dog's barking. I got to go check on stuff. And yeah, well, there we go. All right. So we can see the questions are coming in hot and heavy. Let me get the music specs playing again. I need some more bourbon. It's been that kind of week.
Oh, I'm so jelly. I have no bourbon.
Freud was right. Oh, Nev's breathing hard again. So that means something good's happening. All right, let me pour a drink here, and we're going to get to your Q&A, guys, because that's what we do here. All right. Little bourbon, a little wine, a little dance, a little Batman in your pants.
A little romance.
There we go. That looks delicious. Full of vitamins and minerals for a growing ranger. Ranger hurt his knee this week, so Ranger's been taking a lot of pain meds and drinking a lot of bourbon, carrying all this goddamn shit up and down. All right. Let me change the background. I want to just get to the game. There we go. What do we want to show here? We'll look at the new mall. There he is. He's blurry. Now let's not look at him. Who do I want to stare at? We'll stare at Kenobi. Kenobi! There he is, in the background, Kenobi. He's looking good.
Spin him. Spin him.
Oh, God, spinning.
Spinning.
Spinning. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record player. Round,
Like a record
round,
player.
round, round. There he is. Okay, I have spunded it him. All right, Kenobi. All right, let's get to the questions. Remember the format. I've said it a million times. If you don't know it, then, well, that's on you, not me. Look up, folks. I just work here. All right, let me get to the questions here. Una memento por favor on this. Remember the 15th of September. Let's see here. June Kessel is our first question, boys. Let's get into it, boys. He says, question, how do we have a question recognized? I just wanted to say that because you're a very bad man, person, female, male, for asking that question. Buzzsaw, question, what is the best strategy for dealing with a 6GL auto set? Well, I mean, pray. I mean, depends on what you put on defense. If you read them right, you knew they were going to auto deploy, you got your 6GLs. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, enjoy the full clear. If not, then it's going to get a little bit tricky diggy.
Go for the just on the off chance that they've got like a really, really deep roster and they could clear some of your stuff out of the way. Go for the bottom two territories first because you'll get more banners. But if they've auto deployed, odds are they're not going to attack. They're going to be a DNS. Odds are they're going to be a DNS. So I wouldn't worry about it. Just make sure you get some banners on the board.
Anakin moves his lightsaber around, so when I'm spinning him, his lightsaber moves. It's cool. He's spinning. He's spinning. Oh my God, those real little eyes. I had to do it. All right.
Round, round, baby. Round, round.
Like a record player. Round, 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 round. See Ahsoka. Ooh, we get like a Christmas tree effect. Ooh, it's nice. All right. Commander Ahsoka. There she is. All right. Next question. Pregunta. Ryan Miller says, question, any ideas as to why CG is nerfing GL versus GL counters? What do you mean? It's paper, rock,
Probably
scissors.
talking about the
The
slacker
SLKR
with
yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't defend that as a counter because that's a bullshit counter. I mean, they made the AI smarter, so yeah, that's not what was intended.
It wasn't so much a nerf; it was a buff to JMK.
Yeah,
It wasn't because they didn't take anything away from Slacker
No.
or those characters that were able to beat that team in 3v3. All they did was sufficiently boost JMK enough that counter wouldn't work again.
He's
wasn't
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a bullshit counter. We used it. I mean, I can't defend it because I would go in there with SLKR and DACA and Zombie in the works and be like, "Wee! You're going to keep attacking Zombie. I'm going to obliterate your monkey ass." And
I'm like you, Ranger. I don't have a problem when it comes to buffing characters or improving their. I don't take issue with that. I take issue with nerfing, taking away from something you've already invested in. Wrong. If you don't want those characters to do what they do, then make the ones that they're beating better, but don't take away from people's time, money, and resource investment. So nerfing bad, buffing good.
That's science. Thing you can
science.
Thing, education boy. Do you concur? God damn it, Thing.
He's gone.
He went to the taco truck. God damn it, Thing. All right, just you and me, Nev. It's like playing cards.
When isn't it?
Like playing cards with my sister kids, you nerve-wracking sons of bitches.
It's always you and I.
I know.
You and I.
Me and you.
Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Imagine me with me. I do. I think about me all the time. It's only true. All right. Let's see. Next question. June, another question from our good friend June, says, doesn't Samantha Fox still rule England? Samantha Fox will always rule England. Naughty girls need love too, goddammit.
Oh, Sam Fox.
Sam Fox back in the day. Oh my God.
Oh, like the ultimate page 3 pinup girl. Couldn't sing for shit, but my God, was she gorgeous. Absolutely stunning.
I mean, she had arthritis out to here. I mean, just big arthritis. God, she was magically babylicious. Man, I was in my teens when she. Oh God. Naughty girls need love too. It's like, oh God. Samantha Marinade.
Sam Fox. Yeah. Oh yeah, lovely.
It's a very nice selection. Good question. Thank you. We're here. Hey, we're here is here to ask a question. There we go. So this question, speaking of Conquest, has anyone here or heard of others not getting their Conquest rewards? I have not heard this. Is this the thing?
No, it's news to me. That I got mine straight away.
Yeah, I got mine like as soon as it happened. So it's the first we've heard of it. We're here. Nah. June with another question. June is on fire tonight. Says, question next. Please explain Bob's your uncle to us. So can you get all 6s and 7s on this now and explain Bob's your uncle?
Bob's your uncle. It's just a turn of phrase for there you go. Bob's your uncle. Bob, there you go. Yeah.
You know, you say you're gonna square away yourself with the be off, and you know what it means. It's what they do. We're in Barney Rubble. What does that mean? We're in trouble. Rubble, trouble. You know.
I mean, Cockney rhyming slang.
Yeah,
you need a Brad Pitt, or you're going up the apples and pears.
I don't know about Brad Pitt. That dude was almost incomprehensible.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
But apples and pears up the stairs.
All right, let's see here. Ryan Miller with a question. Why does the matching in Galactic Challenges not take into account the number of GLs in the account? I'm paired with my first GL and I do not have one yet. I think he meant GAC. I don't know. It's something.
Say that again.
It's matchmaking GAC.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
So
yeah,
for
it doesn't
instance,
matter.
I'll give my example. My opponent has 5 GLs. Now his Luke does not have the ultimate. All right. Now I have Executor. They do not. I know CG's taking a hard look at the algorithm. That's all I can say about it. It's something that. So when you guys, like for me being a tester, when you guys tell me things and I see things, because I'm constantly looking at the game and things of that nature, Nev and all of us are looking at it. We are going right to the source and saying, hey, this is bad, okay? This is bad. This is not good, okay? I do not know why somebody would be matched up against somebody that does not have a GL. What the algorithm, as far as I understand, it takes in your top whatever character's GP and ships, and I don't know the specific number or algorithm, but that's what it looks at. So for me, I got matched up somebody with one more GL. However, I have the Executor, which means they do not have the Executor, right? So I don't know what the matchmaking all entails, but it does need to be tweaked and it does need to be looked at. I think if you have 4 GLs, you should fight somebody with 4 GLs. I could say that in being in Division 2, high Division 2, almost Division 1, I always faced people in 3v3 that was 4 GLs. We each had 4 GLs. It could be different GLs. It was a lot of the time, but
don't lie. You faced people who had 3 GLs. So
I did not. Go back and look. Every person had 4 GLs. You're lying on your dick. Do not lie on your dick on my stream. Goddamn it.
Look, all things considered, like, I mean, I'm not saying that the matchmaking is perfect by any means, but this is a strategy game,
Sure.
and the way you build your roster is part of that strategy. So I understand that there's always going to be like that discrepancy between like efficiency, like, high efficiency, very focused rosters, and then collectors and stuff. So, that's just kind of the name of the game, right?
It is. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm seeing in the chat, Night Templar says your top 80 GP. That is not the case for Division 2 and Division 1. It's like 100 and 110.
Like 100, 110. Right,
yeah, it's much higher than top 80 characters GP wise. So, I mean, that's a part of it for lower GP, but yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I mean,
yeah, go ahead, Nev.
No, I was just going to say it does seem to be a little bit off. I'm Division 4, and I don't quite understand how the hell I got matched up against my current opponent. I just don't get it at all.
I know how.
I outstrip my opponent on. Okay, I'm 5.7. They're 5.3. Mm-hmm. Top 80. Theirs is 1.8. Mine is 1.9. Character GP. Theirs is 3.1. Mine is 3.3. And ship GP. Theirs is 2.3. Mine is 2.4. And I have a GL. They don't. So how the hell my poor opponent got matched with me is beyond. I do not get it. I outstrip him on every single statistic, including mods, and including it's just the guy does not stand a chance. He literally has absolutely no chance against me whatsoever. The one metric that he beats me on is he's got more gear 12s than me. I have 51 gear 11s to his 34, and he has 26 gear 12s to my 14. 59 gear 12s to my 14. That's the only difference.
So here's the thing. All joking aside, it's not a perfect system, and it's being looked at. That's all I can say about it. But it's one of those things that, CG's hearing what you guys say. When I tell you guys feedback is important, it is very important. Anytime you get a survey, be constructive. Don't just be like, you guys are ass clowns. That's not going to go over well with CG. But if you're constructive and say, I like this, but this sucks, and this is why it sucks, and this is the solution that I give, they're going to take that and they're going to listen to it, and then they compile all this stuff. right? So I think matchmaking's a problem. I think gear is a problem. There's a few things that need to be addressed in this game, and it's being worked on. It's being looked at by CG. I don't have any solutions. There's nothing in the books. There's nothing even being anything solid at the moment. But they're listening. So we'll just keep these constructive conflicts going. If you have a problem with the matchmaking, I hear you. Nev hears you. Thing doesn't really hear you, but me and Nev hear you. Yeah. You wanted to quit the game, man. The only reason you didn't because I threatened you to kick your ass if you didn't help me with the dev content creator matchup we got coming up. Where's my $30, you butthole? Son of a bitch.
My other phone is my other device is dead. I'll give it to you.
No, don't worry about it. It's all fine. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Wait, the pack is back.
Well, I'm not getting another one until I get my $30. Why are you giving Dean that $350? I don't know. God damn it, woman! I told you not to give that thing $350. Well, I give him $350 so you get that out of here. All right. But yeah, matchmaking is something that's being looked at. There's no solutions, there's no answers. It's just something that, all this stuff that you guys talk about in the forums and Reddit and, surveys. I mean, trust me, it's being heard. That's all I can say. Just keep voicing your opinion constructively. Even if you are negative, I always say if you want your voice heard for them, if you go on the forums and you want to make a post, say this is bullshit, which is totally fine, but then give a solution. What you think is the solution for it, right? Say why it's broken, why you hate it, and then give a solution. They listen to that kind of stuff. If you just go in there and say CG is just a bunch of money-grubbing prostitutes, as a streamer, when I get comments like that in our chat, on comments, when I'm looking, I'm just like, delete. I ain't got time for your monkey ass. And I never have. I just don't okay, you said nothing other than I feel sorry for you, and I just don't want to deal with your ass. So there you go. Okay. What else? Anthony says, question: will there be more tweaks before the next round? Will this be it until the bigger changes after this 3? I can tell you that pretty much CG is committed to 3 Galactic Conquests, and they'll make changes, right? So again, the feedback's important. They're fixing bugs. That's different than actually making changes. Energy,
we won't see see major changes for 3 months. They do. Crumb's already said this. Yeah. They do it in 3-month trenches.
Right.
So, and that's how so the next big group of changes will be after this 3-month trench is done, and then it'll be like, oh, here's the next new shiny thing that we're going to do. That doesn't include tweaking bosses or tweaking data cards. That's just tweaking stuff around the outside. The nuts and bolts of Conquest, the way it is. The nuts and guts of Conquest as it is going to remain like this for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
So I have 2 things to say really quick.
Are they important?
That depends on the listener.
You son of a bitch.
Number 1, considering that they've been giving us this really crunch time, Conquest with back to back. What they need to do is give us either 1 or 2 Conquest, whether it's the OG Conquest, and just keep the same rewards. Don't introduce anybody new, and just let us reset. Give us a breather, but still give us Conquest so we can still get those rewards, and then just have them focus on what other need to focus on the back end, because they can't keep doing. They can't keep doing this feast and famine. Cycle that they're on.
I'm just thinking about in 5 days I have to start Conquest again, and in my head
exactly they can't do this this.
Oh my god!
Is we were complaining it's gonna be once a month, that seems kind of lame. That seems like a long time. But then going how long did we go? A month and a half, almost 2 months without Conquest, and then now
a month.
We're going
it was a month.
back to back. Conquest that's they can't keep the cycle up.
All I know is no. Here, let me say it in Spanish so you understand. No, Mr. Guy.
And then
Mister.
You buy. No.
The second thing I want to say is Ranger, I just sent you the money, so go get the packs.
Yay! We can do it live on the stream. You know what? Since you gave me we'll go get a pack. What pack do you want me to buy?
Both packs.
Which one?
The $15 ones, the mod ones.
The mod packs. All right, we're gonna do this live on the air right now. This is what you get for. Oh, they're gone. Are they gone? They're gone, Thane.
What?
They're gone.
How dare you, Ranger?
Oh no, they're gone. I thought I had a day and a half left, but they're gone. The packs are gone, Thane. All right, I'll save that for because I don't want to.
Every time you see that, you gotta buy that pack. Every time.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna still. I didn't realize it was.
Did you do the 50-50 packs when they were in?
You damn right
No.
I did.
I did not hit a single one.
Oh, I hit every single one of those. It was beautiful.
Got 25.
I got 50s, baby. It was the first time I just, man, I totally creamed my jeans. I had never done it before. It was unbelievable. I built a wall around myself. Oh, I get hosed, man.
No, you don't. Like,
no, hold on. You didn't let me finish. When it comes to certain packs, I get great luck.
Yeah.
Swevens and buying other stuff, I get hosed. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we could get the relic pack, but I don't know if I want to get that. That seems kind of kinky.
Wait, which one? The
$39.99 one. I'm like, no.
Do it.
Reinforced relic bundle. No.
I want blood now. I want blood now. Do it.
No, I'm not gonna have you give me money.
I want blood.
Well, these packs suck. Get the hell out of here. They took all the good packs. They even took the energy pack away. I don't even want to buy anything. God damn it!
Fine, get the gear.
We'll do it. We'll do it into the lunch stream tomorrow because I was gonna
get the gear completion bundle.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I will relic 5 the Bad Batch. Fair trade.
No.
Fuck you then. God damn! There's no appeasing you, man. I just said I relic 5 the goddamn Bad Batch. And you're like, me.
You are not an easy man to please.
God damn, man.
You know who I want you to level up. Tell me who I want you to level up.
Padme?
No.
Cam.
Well, yeah, but I'm also reasonable. I know that's not possible.
Maul.
No.
Lord Vader?
I've asked for one person, just one.
You're not getting that. I already told you this is not happening, man. Get the hell out of here.
There you go.
I've already got. So this is how much of a dick Thane is. I've got Cam, Maul, Lord Vader on my things to do, and he's like, "Hey, why don't you go do the Rebels?" Like, God damn, man. Like, can I have a breather?
I just need the Hothbro. That's all I need.
No, you're getting them after. I told you this already.
He's not even hard to gear.
No. Get the hell out of here.
And he's so useful. He's so necessary.
You're such a dickhole. See what I put up with, Nev? You know what? I'm gonna get this $39.99 pack.
Oh, the relic one?
Yeah. There's a scavenge relic cohort for $39.99, and then there's the reinforced relic bundle. But that's a, it's kind of a, that's the dicey one. That's the one where you get like, you do get the magnifiers. You can get the magnifiers. So which one do you want me to get? The $29.99 or the $39.99? The $39.99 is guaranteed. That's straight cash money.
So okay, so if you get the $39.99 one, you can. No, see that? No, hell no! Don't do that one.
Which one do you want me to do? You want me to do? That's why I asked.
Have you seen how terrible that is? That pack?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking. I'm asking the question for feedback. This is how a conversation works. You know what? Screw you, Thane. Nev, what do you think? $29.99 or the $39.99? Because $29. Shut up, Thane. No one's talking to you. I'm talking to my co-host and friend, Mr. Nev here, who's got my back. Which one do you think I should get?
I would go with the one that does what you need it to do for that Bad Batch character that you're talking about wanting to relic.
Yeah, the $29.99. Yeah, I think the $29.99 does that because you get a little bit of each, right? So
yeah, then go with the one that does exactly.
Yeah, I think that's the pack. But I'm not going to do this live. We got to switch it out here. I can't show my account because then people will hack me.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not do that. So let me buy the pack.
Let's not. Yeah.
Well, first of all, let me go to PayPal because I don't trust things. Let's look here real quick. Yeah. He says things and does other things. Let me look here real quick.
Why wouldn't you trust me?
You've betrayed me before.
I
love your message. Get the packs.
Yeah, man.
I'm getting the packs, man. All right. We're gonna get this pack, the $30 pack. Here we go. You ready for this thing?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, that's what she said. What is the night template? The 1999 pack is guaranteed. What are you talking about? The fusion injectors? Not interested in those. I mean, if I'm going to be spending money, we got to gamble. It's RSG. This is what happens. So let me get the $30 pack. We're going to get one of these bad boys. All right. I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to switch it over. Buy. Yes, that's my password. That's my key code. That's everything. There we go. Security has been updated. Here we go. Hey, I got some play points. I gotta check my play points. Not that we can use it for energy anymore thing. All right, here we go. Big money. Big money. Here we go. 250K, 5, 7, 12, 5, 8, 5, 5. It's not bad, actually. 5, 5. I'll take that. It's not bad. 5 arrow magnifiers and 5 of the Relic 8. 5 of everything else. It could have been worse.
Do one more.
Do one more.
You know what? I'm going to do one more. Because you're an asshole. All right, for the skewers. If you would like to donate to the Ranger Needs Cocaine Foundation, please go to PayPal. It's linked down below in the description. And please give money to that. Ranger's going to pull a Swevin. Oh, my God. That was the lowest I could get? Damn it. Shit. Well, what do you have to say now, Thane? We got the lowest we could get. What do you think there, Thane? We just got hosed. What do you think? Should we buy another pack?
You can't. It's only limited to.
So after watching me just get in the pooper, you want me to do it again?
No, I didn't say that.
All right.
I think you can't do it.
I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I think we.
Hey, now I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with meat pies?
Yes.
What would you recommend as far as meat pies go?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well,
like chicken, sausage, like what am I supposed to
no.
What's something that's like really good?
Steak and mushroom pie.
Steak and mushroom.
Mm-hmm. Steak and mushroom pie. I mean, you kind of need to. I mean, the best steak and mushroom pie would involve at least 2 hours in a slow cooker prior to mixing it all up. But what you do is you take your mushrooms and you take your onions and you chop and slice them up, and then you boil them in water to get them all nice and soft. And then you drain them off, and that mushroom and onion water that you cook them in, you put that to one side because you're going to make your gravy with that water because it's got all that goodness from the mushrooms and the onions. Right?
Nev, but what about blood pudding?
No, blood pudding sucks.
Yeah,
you would not put that in a pie.
So I couldn't find any steak and mushrooms, but I did find a steak and cheese, and it has mozzarella cheese, onions, poblano.
Steak and cheese in a sandwich, yes. Steak and cheese in a sandwich, yes. Not in a pie.
With the sauce. All right. All right. If you guys want me to buy another pack, Thane's done his part. I'm gonna put the link. You guys want me to donate? Let me know you donated. I will buy another pack. If not, then get the hell out of here. Put your money where your mouth is. Because I'm tired of getting my ass kicked. I'm so sick of it, man. These packs are the death of me, dude. Seriously. If you want me to get a pack...
That's why I don't partake in the pack.
I do it because the skewers like seeing me get my balls pushed in. So, there's that. All right, so we bought a pack. I did it live on the stream again and got... Apparently, from what you guys are saying, I didn't get a damn thing, so that sucks. So... If you want me to get another pack, donate. If not, then we are done with that crap. So,
So how much? What packs did you buy?
I bought the $30 pack.
You bought the $30 pack. Wouldn't it be nice if that $30 pack only cost you $20?
Hey, let's not get crazy. All right, let's
It
get.
can, Nev, with Google Play points. If you save enough money, you can...
I know, right? Google Play points. I gotta say
No. It's just that the recent Epic versus Apple court case concluded, and the court. Epic lost. But the one thing that came from that, which is good for kind of everybody, is the court determined that developers do not have to use Apple.
Did you see
for in-app purchases? So that 30% chunk that Apple take.
Are you looking at chat in my guild chat?
No,
look, you decided to pop in and spout off. You know who it is.
Who's what? What's what?
Meow meow.
What'd you say?
Go on, Ranger. Every time. I didn't even do a character and she knew. She's in the chat somewhere. I know you're there, Meow Meow. There's no way you could have known unless you were watching. So
she's lurking.
She lurked my ass hard, man. Straight up lurked my ass. All right. So if you guys want me to buy up another pack, donate. If not, then I am not doing another pack. So there you go. Put your money where your mouth is. If you want to see Ranger suffer with Swevens, you have to pay for it. Because my God in heaven, I hate that shit. Oh my God. Even when you do donate, I hate it. So I'm like, can't you guys give me some Transformers or something, or some Star Wars figures? Jesus. All right, let's get to some questions. I have to catch up where we are. Okay, what else? 3 says, question, will there be more tweaks before the next round, or this will be the bigger changes? Okay, we did that one, okay. Yep. We're here, we did that one. Ashavan Targarius says, question, do you think CG will hard code Maul to target Cat when you use GMK against Lord Vader, and if so, do you think Cam will see a resurgence in utility? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go to the thing on this one. Yeah, I think so.
So I've been thinking about this hard ever since Lord Vader's came out, and yeah, I do. They kind of made a point of saying like, Maul is the answer to Ahsoka. So I'm not surprised if he is kind of hard coded to go after Cats. We do know that Lord Vader, the team outspeeds the Kenobi team because they get that boost, the extra 10 speed boost from the leadership. However, when you stick Cam in there, now all of a sudden the AI, we all know how smart the AI can be, right? Saying it sarcastically. The AI will not necessarily target anybody, in particular Cat's there, right? Maybe they'll go after Master Kenobi, maybe they'll go after, whoever. With Cam on there, you get that extra 30 speed from his from his unique. So now all of a sudden you're 20 speed faster than their team is, right? So that means your Master Kenobi is going before their Lord Vader. Your team is going off before before their Maul is, right? So now all of a sudden, what's stopping you from Kenobi calling on calling gas on Maul and start wearing him down already. So
Cam's going to become huge, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and then it's going to completely it'll change the dynamic a lot, right? Cam could potentially be that thing. We know that Lord Vader does a lot of those dots.
He gives speed up. He has 10 more speed than Kenobi. You got to find a way to outspeed their Maul. So who's the one character that you can put in the team? It's Cam. So Cam's going to be that. It's going to be that character that is that additional 30 speed, whatever it is, and just does all his buffs. And it's going to be interesting. There's going to be some crazy mods on some characters in Arena and stuff coming soon. I think.
Yeah, because Maul going after Cat right away, that's what kind of makes it that like 5v4 kind of aspect to it kind of. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, well, if Cat's not in there, what does the AI play it like, right? What does it do? Does he like focus on Kenobi because he hates Kenobi?
Yeah.
So a lot of that has it's kind of like TBD. But yes, I do think that like we might see Barris getting dusted off to get rid of those dots. From that Lord Vader puts down.
I mean, Cat doesn't get the buffs from Cam.
No, she messes up Cam.
Yeah. But it speeds up the rest of the Jedi. So if you run that, they're going to really outspeed a lot of stuff. So
yeah, especially if you mod these guys for speed, you get a really off. At one point, I had gas at 314 speed with an offense set.
Yeah.
So you can get them fast, and then you get Cam up there with speed as well. You just have these guys take turns after turns after turns after turns. Lord Vader can ramp up, but his team will go down. Whether Lord Vader or not, or the rest of them.
When you add in what Cat does and what Cam does with the armor shreds and things of that nature,
right?
I mean, yeah, and she's going to take out. The AI is still stupid. I mean, I don't care what they do with it; it's still stupid. If they don't target Cat, you win. It's just that simple. And with Cam on that team, if I'm being honest, I'm still thinking you run a traditional GR team. You have to look at the mods. You have a leeway with the Vader team with Maul with 10 speed. So if their Cat's 352 and you're at 345 Maul, well, you're actually at 355. However, it speeds the other characters additionally on top of the speed that Kenobi's giving you. So when you're getting those calls and assists and you're burning down the cooldown, you're getting to ultimate and stuff like that, it's going to play a factor into all this. So it's something we're going to have to look at. Okay, let's see here. Gad P question: what sneaky teams or cheeses particularly stuck out for you in Conquest 7? I like the Padme Ray Cat and GB 4-star Bad Batch Echo and Tech to get the Bad Batch feat. One of the things that I did was there was two cheeses. I did in Sector 5, the mini boss fight was set up with the Phoenix that I can go in there with Geonosians, even if you have Gear 12 Geonosians, and get the feat done for that one. I'm trying to think of the other cheeses I did.
What about Treya Mandalorians?
Yeah, that was the
Geos?
other one. Thank you. Yeah, Treya versus Geos in Sector 5. Treya with 4 Mandalorians, you could easily get 7 to 8 kills easily each time you did it to get the Mandalorian kill feat. So there you go. That's a true. Boss Live asks this question: won't Cam not matter because at the start of the battle, Maul gets speed up and stealth? He does. It depends on how fast your character is. So that's a good point. We'll have to play around with it, but I mean, the speed to the other characters that you're using on the JMK team can really make a difference.
So here's also the other thing, though, as well, right? So without Cat being there, does he target the same character over and over again, or does he move around, and does he stop at 3? Does he stop at 2? Does he train all 5? Does he target Kenobi? Does he target GK? So removing that element of Cat will mess with the AI enough to where it's okay, you can fudge around with the team a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, I think Cam's going to be. I think he's going to be important. All right, next question. How long before they buff defense, as it seems they were relating to previously? I don't think for a little bit. I don't think we're getting Relic 9 anytime soon.
Yeah, well, they made it clear, right? They said that from Relic 9 moving forward, defense was going to be more important. It's not something that they're just going to flip a switch and all of a sudden defense is important across the board.
Yeah. JD Boner. Bonner, I'm sorry, I said Boner. Boner. JD Bonner, not Boner, says question: which GL is the most helpful in Conquest? You can do a lot with SLKR. You just can, especially if you get the data disc. That's the leadership one where it buffs his offense and his speed and all that kind of stuff. I mean, he will tear through. I don't care who it is. He just tears through them. It's unbelievable. The only problem I had was Jedi Master Kenobi Sector 5. I tried it. It didn't go well. That's all I'm going to say.
It's Kylo and Master Luke who are the two good ones for Conquest.
I agree, because you can knock out so much stuff with turn meter, with Luke and all these other feats. Kenobi's really good at some of them because you get the call and assist one. That's actually pretty helpful. Rey, the only one that she's good for her ability is if you do have Rey, GL Rey, JTR, and for the evasion feat, and Watt. That's a really good one. C has his uses as well, but yeah, I think Kylo and Luke really shown that they were really good in Conquest. All right, let's see here. Next question. Sorry, it refreshed on me. Boss Live Wire question: why do you have your Relic 2 so fast, Ranger? Thing, explain yourself. You made me do that. You made me go fast out. Why do I have a fast R2D2?
Oh, yeah, we need to change that. That was for 3s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the reason we had a fast R2D2 was because we want, in case we want to put, and we put Kenobi on defense once, and it's because if we can have either cap, then they can't go, it becomes a lot harder for them to mirror it, like to go Kenobi.
No, yeah.
So that's why. That was only for 3s, and then we ended up kind of going back to using R2 with like Rey. We didn't end up going that way, so we'll end up switching it back to offense.
Maybe.
But,
I kind of like fast R2 with the JTR because he gets off and you can immediately stealth, and he gets another turn. He's really nice, man. I mean, a fast R2, a little bit less offense.
Yeah, especially now that we're
nice.
not using him with Rey as much. We should be fine.
Yeah, we're using it with JTR, so it's totally cool.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, a fast R2, man, gets off, man. That little bastard just does some crazy stuff with the burn and the stealth and stuff. I mean, he takes turns like that. I mean, it's really nice. So, yeah. Wolfo question, if Crumb and Doja hear our feedback about Conquest, what will happen if the powers to be decide that they don't care and or are slightly or only slightly improve it or leave it as is? That's something you have to take into consideration, guys. I mean, the powers that be are the powers that be.
Wait, what's the question exactly?
It's about like, so yeah, Crumb and Doja and them are hearing the feedback, right? What if CG, the higher ups, are like, no, we don't care. Is
the question actually what's going to happen to them, or what's going to happen?
No. What will happen to the game? I think that. I mean, they're not stupid at CG. If people aren't spending money and or not participating in events as much as they want them to, they see that. Money talks, bullshit walks. So if you're not spending as much, if you're not engaged as much with their game modes and things of that nature, they have to go back to the drawing board. They have to look at that seriously.
Yeah, they do, and they have before. Remember back in 2009, it was either the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, when they were screwing around with territory wars, and they did that one where people got to vote off what characters there were.
Yeah.
After the first one that they did that, participation dropped off a cliff so bad that they basically went, yeah, we're scrapping this. We're just going to go back to vanilla. Because literally the next time they did it, nobody played, because it was like, right, we're going to remove all of these characters from territory wars, and then everyone was like, well, then I'm not going to play. So nobody played it. So they're like, yeah, clearly nobody wanted this, so we're going to put it back to what it was for the next one, and that was it. But that was only because, like, you got to remember back then there weren't as many game modes, so if like 90% of the player base just stopped playing territory wars because they didn't want to participate in it, then they that's something that they sat up, noticed, and went, okay, we'll change it back. But that was because such a huge amount of the player base did not participate in the territory war, in the next territory war, because everybody saw how the voting was, and everyone was like, "Well, I'm not going to play. I'm just not going to play." And nobody
it's
did.
It's like Conquest. If Conquest does not get the participation or what they're looking for, they're going to make changes.
Yeah,
I mean,
if 90% of the player base all of a sudden decided they were not going to play Conquest 8, I guarantee you that they would make changes for Conquest 9. But or 10. It would take a monumental undergoing it would require such a massive chunk of the player base to force them to change it. Like I said, it's only ever happened once before, and it was that territory war.
This is a basic business model, guys, and it gets into marketing and understanding your market analysis. So if you are pushing out a product, not even that people are buying it. Some people could still buy it, right? But if you're not seeing an interest in the product, you're going to change how you approach, how you want to represent that product. And that's something that companies do all the time. It's slower at CG because it's a big company. It takes time to code and write the software and do all this stuff and make the changes. But if they see that participation is down in, say, conquests or challenges or GAC, and these are the things that they're trying to push, and they see that this is not getting the results that they wanted, revenue's down, participation's down, things of that nature, they take that into account. Any good business would, because they want their players to be happy, because happy players, happy customers equal more spending, and more spending is what they want. If people are not spending or are not happy with the product, thus they're not spending, they're going to make changes into the game. You have to keep that in mind. This is basic business 101. So keep that in mind. When I tell you that your feedback is important, it's important. Because they look at what the players are saying, plus they look at the data, plus they look at everything else. That's a basic business model that people will follow to improve the product. And that's just the way it is. So,
wait, Nev, I have a question for you.
Another question for Nev. Man, you're
go ahead
tonight. All right, here we go.
So I'm looking here, and it says that the best meat pies are made by the Scots. Is that true?
Oh yeah, Scottish meat and potato pies are really, really nice. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So you learned something culturally here at RSG.
Although you do get Cornish pasties, which is another meat pie. It's just done in a slightly different way, and it's got some spices in there, and it's got like vegetable and potato. But the standard meat and potato pie and the Scotch pies, they're really, really nice. Yeah, Scotch pies are really, really tasty because it's just jam packed with meat
and vitamins and minerals.
Mm-hmm.
Buzzsaw question: with Finn being gone so long now, who got the rights to the RSG corporate Porg Hub account? From the sound of things tonight, I'm guessing that would be Nev. Not that I'm aware of. Any Finn relations? Nev, you want to talk about?
I didn't even know. I wasn't
aware
that
either.
There was a Porg Hub account.
I didn't know. Yeah.
No, didn't know.
All right. What else in 3? Question: what happens if I actually have an Uncle Bob, but it's not there? Shit out of luck.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Wolfeld question: by CG logic, shouldn't Cat and Maul be the best characters in game? Even with 92 relic levels needed for Lord Vader, with Conquest you probably need over 100 plus relic levels to get max crate.
Technically, yeah. Think about it. Think about how many relic level characters you would need in order to achieve the red box.
Yeah, but I'm not at that level, and I still got it.
Yeah, well, I've got hundreds of level relic, and I can't even get 5 or 6 or 9. Sorry, 5 or 6. So yeah. And
my philosophy on this is like I don't care if like 5 million GP people that are playing the game on their accounts get Ahsoka and Maul because they don't have Lord Vader and General Master Kenobi. That's a whole different ball of wax. Yeah, they'll have some really amazing teams, but one, they're probably lacking the mods, and two, why not? Let them have it. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
all I'm going to do when I do finally get Commander Tano, I'm literally just going to throw her in my Padme team.
Yeah,
that's it.
And it's a really good team.
She is getting thrown on my Padme team, and then when it comes to GAC, she is getting thrown on defense because the Padme team is great on offense, but people tend to struggle more with the Padme team because not a lot of people realize that you can solo the Padme team with Malik. So there's not enough people that know the game to know that.
Not with my lineup of Bad Batch. It's pretty cool. All right, Gappy, where's Ranger's $30? He hooked me up. I got the $30, so we're fine. Nobody else has stepped up, so I guess we don't want to buy packs with Ranger and get weapons. OGD question: would you like a game mode which has no rewards but is fun, entertaining, and also monetized to some extent, like replayability? Yes, it's called the sandbox mode. We've been begging for a long time. It ain't happening anytime soon, guys. So I'm just throwing that out there because I think what I'm hoping is that with the dev versus content creators, Nev, is that they see the value of just being able to play people that you want to play against, and that it could really gen up some really good publicity and
oh yes, not just the publicity, right? Because it would be a default. It would also be a default sandbox mode. If you've got two content creators and they're competing against each other, and you've both taken out each other's front walls, and all you've got left are the odds and sods to fight those back walls, that's where you get inventive with your characters, because both people are going to be competing with full Relic 8 characters.
Here's why I want sandbox mode. So me and Nev can just do a stream one time, and then me and Nev can be hanging out. Not GAC. Well, you just go into sandbox node. We each pay 50 crystals or 100 crystals, whatever it is. And he's like, I want to test my Kenobi versus your Kenobi, and we can talk about it. Or my Lord Vader that I just got versus your Kenobi. I mean, that's just free publicity. And that's free, advertising of the product. I mean, I don't know why CG is so against that. They think that if they can't make a direct profit off of something, that it's bad. And it's not. When you see people playing these kind of modes all the time, it gets people genned up and it gets them interested in the product and wanting to play more. I don't see how that's a bad thing. I've never understood that mentality.
What's something that will potentially get us close to having them consider like a sandbox mode or like a GAC mode like that is if they see that dev versus content creators gets a huge splash.
Yeah, we gotta have a huge splash with that.
Because if the community comes out and shows how much, how much engagement there is and stuff, and how much viewership it attracts, then it's something where you can tell the higher ups and be like, look, listen, this could be
money.
And esports.
Yeah.
We can make it an esport basically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That server they've created for the tournaments, for all intents and purposes, creates the ability for the community to have GAC as an esport, because you both start on a level playing field. Everyone's got the same characters at the same relic levels with the same mods. And the skill element that kicks in is how you place your offense, your defense, and where you put your mods. That's the skill. So so all of the ambiguity, this person's got that squad or that squad, and that one they haven't got that squad or that character. Everyone's got the same squads, the same characters at identical relic levels, and then it is 100% pure skill based on where you put your mods. So you could just go for all defense on that on a certain squad instead of speed and offense. Yeah, it creates a certain skill level. And I know that there is there are exceptions to that rule, and there is going to be, like, if you had two squads that were literally identical, then it's going to come down to RNG. But the odds of two identical teams facing against each other that relies upon RNG, the closest you're going to get there is ships. That's it.
Yeah.
Ships would be the only area where it would be RNG. And as far as it making it an esport, you could just remove ships from an esport version of GAC to remove that toss a coin scenario, because the ships would literally be carbon copies. They would be identical because all of the characters
don't
are
have the
exactly
variety.
the same.
Yeah, so, I mean,
You'd have the variety, but
not really, because it's going to be coin
both
flips.
Both executor squads would be identical. Both
Relic
Galactic
A
Republic,
and all that stuff,
exactly.
yeah,
Both Rebel, they would both be 100% identical. And the only variance would be who fought who and who put what on defense. But I'm just looking forward to I'm just looking forward to the announcement and seeing that. But we really, we need the videos that they post on that to be astronomical. It's like everybody needs to be able to see. Everybody wants to see them. Everybody has to see them. And then CGEA will be, like, did you see how many people watch these videos? Mm-hmm. It's like, it's in the hundreds of thousands of views. Christ, why weren't we doing this? Because then then the bean counters are like, why didn't we do this before? And then we're like, we've been asking for this for literally donkeys now. So, yeah.
All right. Next question. Let me look here. Jucifer912 question: with Relic 9 around the corner, in my opinion, it needs to be more akin to an Ultimate Mat. Conquest red boxes drop 5 pieces and it takes 20 to Relic up, as opposed to just another Relic level. I don't know what they're doing with Relic 9, guys. I'm still in the dark, so I can't really. They mentioned in the road ahead about Relic 9 and that there's going to be more, or other posts. I don't remember specifically where it was, but I mean, it's supposed to uptick and increase defense. So tanks, things of that nature. But I got to be honest, I'm not looking at it for that. I'm looking at it like Ray and Executor and some of these other characters like Galactic Legends, where I know that I'm going to get a boost from those stats. Get the hell out of here. We already made our deal. Get out of here. I just don't. I don't know yet. We have to get more information on Relic 9, and I don't even have enough information on Relic 9 to even speculate. All we know is defense. What does that mean? I don't know yet. So let's wait till we get more information. What else are in the 3 question? Is it just me, or does it sound like Thane and Ranger are married? Yeah, he's my heterosexual other life mate. Buzzsaw question: is there any good resource for determining whether a bundle is worth buying from the store? I've been talking all day.
Nobody really does
No.
an offer review for the SWGOH packs. Not like Mobile Gamer does for Marvel Strike Force. Mm-hmm. There isn't. I mean, Warrior used to do it all the time, didn't he? Warrior used to do an offer review type video for the packs and stuff in the store. But and then Arnold did them for a while, but no one really does them. No one really does them at all. Maybe we should do that thing. We'll be arguing. Because I'll be doing the damn video and then they'll be like, oh, buy that. I'm like, I don't want to buy that. Buzzsaw question: is there a good resource for determining whether... Oh, we did that one. Okay, Wolfell, sorry it updated on me. Wolfell question: is Ranger sad that Finn traded up to Karma and he downgraded with Thane and Nev? Nope. I'm happy for Finn. I mean, get a woman in your life, I will never be sad about that. If Nev came up to me tomorrow, I'm like, Ranger, I've met a woman. I'm happy. I got to stop GA Center. I'd be like, you go, boy.
Ranger, I met a woman. Can't do GAC anymore.
Well, that's fine until after the GA versus Dev fight. Boss question: won't Kim not matter because at the start of the battle Maul gets speed up in stealth? We already talked about this. All right. Jeremy Lennon question: would it be possible to make JMK? We talked about this one. We just went through this whole goddamn spiel.
No,
I don't want to rehash
I
this.
know. I know, but wasn't there a buff to GK or not GK?
JMK?
Master Kenobi recently where he dispels stuff when he goes into Ultimate.
Yes, he does.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, because like even though like I don't know, like we'll have to see what the AI plays it like. Right? We don't know how he plays it, but it just seems like you can run circles around the team eventually. Like even if Maul does get that little initial burst.
Yeah, I mean we have another question from Jeremy.
Wait, hold on. I just remembered something. Doesn't Master Kenobi stop Maul from getting the speed boost?
Turn meter? He does prevent. I think he prevents turn meter. I don't remember for sure, but again, there's so many factors. When you talk about GL versus GL, there's so many factors, and they've got 6 Zetas each for Christ's sakes. And then when you add Maul and Cat to the mix, it gets really complicated. So we'll have to play it out. And I'm sure the community, which they always theorycraft, they always come up with good shit. I mean, yeah. Jeremy Lennon question: would it be possible to make GMK slow enough to go after Maul? Reset Cat's cooldowns, then kill Maul. No, once Maul hits somebody with his cooldowns, it's until their next turn. So it doesn't really matter what you do with JMK at that point. Boss Livewire Ranger, why is your R2? We answered this. Why is your R2 so fast? We just answered that. God damn it. What else? 73 question: will JML get a buff anytime soon to make him more beefy? He doesn't really need it. I mean, he doesn't
really need it.
No.
Like 9.
If you've got the right mods on your JML squad, you can beat GK with Commando Tana in it. Yeah, I am really looking forward to getting my gas to Relic 7 so that I can beat the JMKs that are stopping me from, because I'm stuck between 50 and 20 at the moment. I can't hit the top 20 because there's so many JMKs. As soon as I hit Relic 7 with my gas, I know I'm going to be able to push into the top 20. Because the rest of the squad is set.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go all the way to the top with that team. Like
you can go.
Yeah, if Master Luke outspeeds like their Master Kenobi, you ability block that whole team. That whole team is useless.
It's not just that, but I mean, he removes turn meter other than from the on his his big hit. He removes turn meter. No. He just can't. He might get the ability block on GMK, but I mean that's a big deal. It's a pain in the ass, But then again, GMK they all start with tenacity and all this other bullshit, so it gets kind of complicated. You're just trying to do it for the turn meter so you can get your team loose. I mean, the AI on defense, like when I'm doing Kenobi versus JML, it's pretty simple. Keep beating the shit out of Revan, keep beating the shit out of JML. Then you get your ultimate. You wait till Luke does his AoE. Then you set off your ultimate, even if it's not 100%. I did it today on the lunch stream, like how you beat easily JML with no problems, no diff. But on offense, JML, the AI is stupid. It keeps attacking all these other different characters. I don't know why, and you can absolutely control the battle. The AI waits till the last minute to go to its ultimate, and then by that time it's too late for them. So what else? 23 says question: what are the counters to Gas 5 first now with the new update? It's called CLS still.
It's called CLS. Yeah, it's still CLS.
But caveat: you need a high tenacity Chewie. If they get days on your Chewie, you're in big trouble. Yeah. However, if you have a high tenacity Chewie, which I remodded for, then you can resist. Hopefully, it doesn't matter. I mean, sometimes the AI still hits, and you're like, well, that sucks. But you want 120, at least 120 plus, 130 plus tenacity on Chewie. Resist the days, and then every time one of them do something, you're getting the call and assist from Chewie. You want high tenacity with high offense, burn them down, get gas off the board. You can either go Rex kill, or gas, stun Rex, go gas, then go back to 5s. There's a couple. It still works. It works quite well. You can sacrifice the health. You can sacrifice the health stats for Chewie because with Chupio in there, you're sharing
Chupio's health stats, because Chupio shares those stats with the rest of the squad. So you can sacrifice a lot of health for offense, so that you can go for the tenacity primary on the cross. You don't have to go for offense. You can go for offense everywhere else, but you can sacrifice a little bit of health and definitely go for the tenacity cross. Specifically for that team. If you were using, you don't really need high tenacity. You want for example, the challenge tiers. So I would go. I've got offense primaries for that, so that I can do tier 3s.
Yeah, I've got 133.11% on my Chewy. I'm like, no. I'm going full tenacity. Eventually, I'll go full tenacity set on him with good offensive secondaries. But I mean, I want Chewy to resist that if I'm going to use it against gas. That's the only way that works. If he gets dazed, you're in big trouble, because then he can't call an assist. He can't do what he needs to do, and then let's leave it at that. All right. What's that? What's that?
I said that CLS team is still really nasty. Can you imagine what he's going to be like once they get a GL on the team?
Oh, sure. We get a Mary Poppins Leia, it's over. Ash Siobhan, question: do you think that CG will release equivalent characters like Cat and Maul to the older GLs? No, Mr. Darth.
No. I actually think we'll get a ship next. I think
it's Red 5.
I think we're due a ship. I definitely think we're due a ship.
Yep, I think we're getting a ship. I think it's going to be Red 5. Question: do you think that they will do a light side version of Executor will come soon to the game and make it easier for light side GB to max out? No.
No, they are not going to. I mean, they could, but they would have to dip into the extended universe in order to do that. And I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to dip into the extended universe for a light side ship, because if you go,
they got to get other ships in the game first. Figure out these other fleets. They're missing ships. We need more ships first.
So they actually don't need to go into the expanded universe. They can stay in canon. They just need to bring in
defenders,
the
TIE interceptors, B wings, A wings. Do I need to continue on?
Oh yeah, for those types of ships, yeah. I was just talking capital ship.
I don't think we need
the capital ship would be the New Republic Starhawk. That's the canon. That would be the equivalent of like the Executor.
All right, next question from Akavan again. Question: why didn't CG seize the opportunity to add a level in the Lord Vader event where he kills younglings, and why wouldn't it have been a bunch of Omegas? Master Skywalker, what are we going to do? There's too many of them. No, they're not going to kill. They're not going to kill younglings, and they're just not. So it's a PG game. Can't show children being slaughtered. Art Gaming, clarifying how you mod the CLS. When you mean Chewie, do you mean Chewbacca only? Yes, only Chewbacca. 3-Bach, you want him to hit hard. So
yeah,
it's Chewbacca, because you don't want him getting dazed. You want him calling assisting. You don't want him. You want him doing. He gets that call and assist. That's why you want high tenacity. Just with Chewbacca, not Chewpio. Chewbacca.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we get another capital ship, my God, give us some goddamn. Let's fill out the rest of these fleets, can we? I'm still not out there. I'm good. It's bad. I'm good. It's bad. All right, let me see PayPal. Did anybody donate to see me open more packs? Good, they didn't. Okay, good. Thank God I don't have to open more packs. Jesus. All right, and that's it for questions. We're done. Yay, we did it. We did it. Way to go, guys. We did a great job. We got to there. Great to go. All right, so let's allow the Nev to pimp his stuff. Nev, where can folks check you out at?
Folks can check me out on Twitch, Escape Podcast, where I do my GAC and I do GA Center with my co-host Ranger here.
Hi,
and then
it's me.
It's this one here, yes. And then on Fridays I do the Escape Podcast on Twitch with my other co-host Paul.
Yay.
you know, between all shows, I do. I pop on RSG and I do my GACs. Yeah. And hopefully I'll start doing better in the game. Get more rewarded. I just moved guilds. I'm now with the Awoken. I didn't realize that my changing guilds was going to put me in the same guild as Durgan, but it has.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's bad. That's not good.
So and he made his presence known on the server.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's
but you know, Van Seal's in there as well, and
that doesn't help. No, that doesn't help. No.
But yeah, no. So I screw Conquest. I'll be able to get relicate pieces from the Crankle.
There you go. All right. So tomorrow the plan is we're going to do the lunch stream. We're going to do GAC right afterwards, and then I will be moving more stuff and be tired as a mofracker tomorrow. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out Nev. You can check us out on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, depending on which week it is, on the Skate Podcast for the GA Center. Tomorrow night, I'll be hanging out with Crumb. We're going to do some more Oberyn. We're going to try to figure out who died from what, where. Hopefully, it's not another Kraken tentacle killing somebody on the toilet. That was horrible.
It's always a Kraken tentacle.
Oh, my God. I mean, oh, my God. I had too many burritos. Let me go to the bathroom. It's like, oh, my God. That's all that. I was like, what in the hell? Where's the sexy Buddha? I do not know where Loki is. He probably has some harem issues tonight. I'm sorry, Ashavan. I'm sorry that we didn't give you the quality Buddha content that you were looking for. Yeah, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, check out the Skate Podcast. Really good stuff. They had Creme on recently. They've got a lot of good content over there on Fridays. And of course, the GA Center as well. You can check out me and Thing tomorrow for GAC. We'll do that over on Twitch. I will do the lunch stream, so we'll get both those knocked out. Then tomorrow night I'll hang out with Crumb. I'll be a tired mofracky, as I said, because I'm going to be busy redecorating El Rumo, poor favor. So yeah, busy stuff. Hit thumbs up, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. All right, with that, thank you guys for joining us.
Wait.
Yes, Thing.
Why don't you ever ask me if I ever want to pimp something?
Thing, would you like to pimp something?
Yes, I would. So this weekend, at some point, the Beta Cell TVD, I'll be joining the Gambit boys on their GAC. I'll be doing my GAC live on there. So keep an eye out for that.
Fridays.
Yeah. Friday night. That'll be Friday night. That'll be Friday night at 12.
Yeah.
No, 10 p.m.
There we go.
I think it's around the Heinze stream, because I'm doing the Heinze stream with Grid and everybody, so that'll be a drunk fest. God help me. So check that out. I actually want to watch that. You better pimp our stuff, Thing. I'll kill you. Anything else? Because that means Saturday we have to do GAC on Saturday now. I'm just throwing that out there, Thing. After Jedi Academy, you get to sleep in. You don't have to work. You get to sleep in. So.
What do you have to sleep? I have to work. What are you talking about?
You'll be there for the GAC, and you'll like it, young man.
We'll get it done between, that show and Jedi Academy. We'll get it done.
Oh, CBO, throw a question here real quick. I can't miss this because that's my military brother from another mother. Real quick, what version of Luke will be the pilot of Red 5? I'm going to say CX.
It's going to be Ray.
Oh, God, no. He said not Ray. Oh, no. You just made CBS cry. Thanks for making a viewer cry, Thing. I hope you're a very bad man. I think it'll be a Luke version of Luke, but
I mean, it should be jumpsuit.
Well,
but I think that they'll just for easiness, I think that they'll just make it JKO.
Yeah, shit.
No, they'll do Farm Boy, so you have to double Zeta him and everything.
God, that's even more. I'd rather have Ray.
Oh, no, that's it. Yes, no.
That's a bloody good station point. To pick up some more power converters. You can dig around with your friends later.
Yeah, most people have got JKL at Relic 7, so if they want to make money, they would. Yeah, they would. They'd make it. Oh, my God, they would. They'd make it Farm Boy, wouldn't they? Thing, why did you put that in? Yes, that's what they're going to do. They're going to make. They'll make it.
You're very bad.
Because in the other ones, he wasn't Red 5. He was Rogue Leader, right?
Oh, okay. He was red 5. I get it. Fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're all fine. Everything's fine here. Nothing to see. How are you?
How are you?
No. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap up the stream, guys. I have to take a break. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you guys. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. It's YouTube. It's what we have to demand. If you really like to support the channel, become a Patreon sponsor. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. So everyone have a great rest of your night. Peace out. And we will see you soon. Love you guys.